Go.
Hello, my name is Kayla Roberts, and I'm here to tell you about my unforgettable New Year's. Do you have a bucket list? My grandparents do, and fortunately, I was able to join them on one of their adventures. My grandparents have always dreamed about traveling to Pasadena, California, and seeing the Tournament of Roses parade. They have talked about this for as long as my mom can remember. During our 2008 Thanksgiving dinner, they made an announcement that to help celebrate their 50th wedding anniversary, they wanted to take my uncle's family and my family to California to see the Rose Bowl parade. We were all stunned. They are the most frugal people I know. Now they wanted to fly 11 of us out to California for a 5-day vacation. We couldn't wait. On December 29th, my grandparents and my uncle's family boarded a plane from Iowa and flew to Los Angeles, California. My family flew from Detroit. I personally hate flying. We had to change planes in Salt Lake City. Salt Lake City is a gorgeous city. The mountains were so beautiful. I have never seen mountains like that before. We had a short layover and then boarded for the plane for LA. We then landed in LA and met up with the Iowa gang. I do not know if I've ever seen my grandparents so excited. I just could not believe that we were actually in California. My grandparents had rented 2 minivans for our adventure. Our sightseeing adventure was about to begin as soon as we all got a good night's sleep. We got up early thinking we had to get breakfast ready to leave, but leave it to my grandparents. They had already been to the store. They bought yogurt, fruit, and bagels for breakfast. After we all ate, we headed to the van with our Magellans and off to see LA. Our first stop was Santa Monica Pier. The view from the pier from the parking lot was beautiful. There was a small amusement park at the end of the pier. There were seagulls, pelicans, and a huge seal swimming around the pier eating fish. We took lots of pictures, and then we headed down to the beach and put our feet in the water. The trip started off fantastic. Next, we headed up to the Pacific Coast Highway, which follows the coast. It was a beautiful drive. We took a scenic state highway across the mountains to get to the Ronald Reagan Library. It was the craziest road I've ever been on. It zigged and zagged and went up and down like a roller coaster. I clung to the handle above the door and on the seat in front of me, and everyone made fun of me. We made it to the library unscathed. We did not have time to go in, but we looked around and saw his gravesite. There were beautiful views all around the library, and the landscaping was breathtaking. We headed back to the hotel and got to experience the famous LA traffic. On the 31st, we headed to Hollywood. We went to the Kodak Theater, Hollywood Boulevard, and the Grauman Theater, Chinese Theater. My grandparents were acting like little kids as they found handprints of famous stars. We then drove to the Griffith Observatory. What a great view. We then did drive-bys of Dodger Stadium, Chinatown, the LA Coliseum, and the University of Southern California. We rang in the New Year's with the East Coast as we had to be on the road at 4:30 in the morning to see the Rose Bowl parade. The next morning, my grandma said, "Phew, what a night." My papa was acting like he was going to have a baby. He was so excited. The parade was really neat. It is amazing the number of people that were there, the number of bands performing in the parade, and the spectacular float designs. We had seats in one of the grandstands so we could see everything. After the parade, my uncle's family, my dad, and brother went to the Rose Bowl game. I went with my grandparents, sister, and mother to view the floats up close. I was amazed. I took 230 pictures. They look beautiful from far away, but they are unbelievable close up. My grandparents were so cute, walking hand in hand, checking out every float. There was not enough time in that day because we did not get to see all the floats up close. On our last day, we drove to Beverly Hills, Bel Air, and window shopped at Rodeo Drive. We then headed to Marina Del Rey, where my Michigan neighbors had a yacht. They had invited us for a Pacific Ocean cruise. It was incredible. There were so many beautiful yachts. Our neighbors restored their yacht to the way it was when it was originally built. There was incredible teak wood everywhere. It is gorgeous. The weather was not the best, but Dawn still took us out on the sail anyway. We got to see seals and dolphins. I did not want the trip to end. A trip like this is a once-in-a-lifetime experience. It is something that my family and I will never forget. I know that my grandparents had a wonderful time and they were so happy that they could share their dream with everyone in the family. I hope that one day I will be able to share a dream with my children and grandchildren just like my grandparents did with us. Thank you.
Golf clap.
My bad, I screwed that up.